Hey beauty, it's Ker-leen. Thank you for tuning back into my channel. I want to take a moment to wish you a happy new year to you and to all of your loved ones. Thank you so much for tuning back into another video. So by the title, you already know that this video is all about KHAMRAH QAHWA. I will be sharing my thoughts on it in just a moment, so stay tuned. Hey friend, welcome back. I'm so excited you're back. To those of you who are new here, over here I make videos on lifestyle, luxury. I do review videos to include perfume reviews. So if you're into that content, you will love it here. I also sprinkle in a little bit of my motherhood journey and my personal life in my monthly vlogs. So if any of those things sound interesting to you, then please go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I would love to have you join the family, and also turn on that notification bell so you know exactly when my videos drop. All right, let's get into it. So I have here KHAMRAH QAHWA. I purchased this from Amazon and it is here and I am so excited. The first thing I noticed about this brand is the packaging is insane. It is so luxurious, so much more luxurious than packaging for somewhat higher end Western fragrances that I have. And I am stunned and shocked, but in the absolute best way. So the presentation was everything and I truly do appreciate that. So let's go ahead and open up this gorgeous box. And I also learned something about the packaging for this particular fragrance. They turn all of their bottles sideways. So when I first pulled this off, I was like, oh my gosh, the bottle fell. The bottle did not fall. As you can see on the front of here, there are two squares and one of the squares is slanted. That is the way they present the fragrance to you. So that's why it looks like this when you first get it. That's my theory anyway. Let me know if yours was straight when you got it, but if yours was sideways, I think it's intentional based on the logo. Look at this marvelous packaging, y'all. Like, this looks so luxe, and although the bottle is supposed to be similar to the Angel Share bottle, I feel like this bottle is gorgeous and I don't care. I don't care. It looks so good, and honestly I feel like it's even better than the Angel Share bottle, especially this new flanker with the gradient effect and the darker base. So yeah, this is gorgeous in my opinion. It feels very substantial, and although the cap is plastic, the bottle is such a thick glass material. And from what I understand about Lattafa, you have to twist that cap and then pull it off. You can put it on like normal, but to take it off, you have to twist it and then pull it off. And it's just like any other fragrance. Y'all, just holding this, it feels so luxe, and the juice inside is stunning, absolutely stunning. So y'all, this packaging is absolutely beautiful. This has definitely piqued my interest about the brand, about trying more from them. I actually have a couple of other Middle Eastern fragrances coming in the mail, and I'll be doing a haul video when they do arrive. So stay tuned for that. But this fragrance definitely piqued my interest because of just how beautiful the packaging was. And when I smelled the fragrance, I was blown away at the performance. I was blown away at the performance. So I'm going to spray it again to refresh my memory, so let's go ahead and do that. Look at this, y'all. It has like a mirrored effect. It is so nice. So I'm gonna spray this on my clothes. I just did a video and I sprayed some fragrances on my forearms, so I don't want to mix up the scents. So let's go ahead and spray this on the clothes. I'm gonna spray it on this arm right here. That might have been too much, y'all. It's a beast mode fragrance. Okay, so let's go ahead and let me tell you what I smell, and then we'll get into the notes. So the first blast of this gorgeous fragrance, and I'm smiling because this is such a beautiful fragrance. The first blast is like this cardamom and cinnamon infusion. Yeah, it's very aromatic, sweet, it's a little spicy. So I pick up on cinnamon, I pick up on a beautiful cardamom. That's done really nicely in my opinion, not overdone, just adds a little bit of that aromatic spice. Y'all, the opening is so good. It smells like the holidays. That's what the opening is like. It's also very sweet as well. Ooh, now that it's drying down, it's getting like sticky sweet, and I'm starting to get a lot of sweetness. It's almost like I'm getting like a dried fruit. It's getting a little fruity, but in a dried fruit type of way. And it's getting like sticky sweet right now. It's almost like how sticky sweet like a dried fruit would be. That's what I'm getting right now. Oh, this is gorgeous, y'all. This is absolutely gorgeous. So for me, I got a very cinnamony, spicy opening, very aromatic. Then that quickly fades, like within a minute, it fades and you start to get fruits, like dried fruits, a very sticky, sweet essence. And right now, that's what I'm getting. I'm getting a little bit more vanilla, a little bit of sweetness in there. So let's go on Fragrantica and look at the accords. So the accords are warm, spicy, sweet, vanilla, coffee, amber, cinnamon, and powdery. The top notes are cinnamon, cardamom, and ginger. And I definitely picked up on the cardamom and the cinnamon. And I could see the ginger because, like I said, this has a slightly spicy, very aromatic opening. Then in the mid, oh, okay. So I forgot that this has praline at the mid. So that explains the sticky sweetness. I was getting the fruits. It says this has praline, candied fruits, and white flowers at the mid. And I was getting the fruits, but more like a dried fruit instead of a candied fruit, but I could see candied fruits. And then I picked up on a sticky sweetness, which was the praline. And then it also has white flowers, which I'm not getting any floral notes to my nose. I don't smell anything floral in here, but that sticky sweetness, those dried fruits, yes, yes, and yes. At the base of this, we have coffee, vanilla, tonka bean, benzoin, and musk. And for me, as I've been testing this out, I get vanilla at the base. I also get the coffee. The coffee though is very, very subtle. It's not very forward in this fragrance. It's not a prominent note. You're not gonna pick up on it as a singular note. It's almost as if it sits at the base as a foundational note. It rounds out the fragrance. You can definitely pick it up, but you have to know that it's in there, I feel like. And then the more I wore this fragrance, the more I was able to easily pick up on that coffee note. And for me, the coffee note is all the way on the dry down of this. That's when I'm picking up on it. This fragrance does perform exactly as it's listed. You get the top notes first, then the mid notes, then the base notes. That is the journey it takes you on. So I find this fragrance to be quite interesting, but not overly complex, which I truly, truly enjoy. It is very potent. Very, very potent. I have yet to wear this out of the house, but the next time I leave the house, this is what I'm going to be wearing because I really want to put it to the test and see how long it lasts. So I'm going to wait to wear it on a day when I'll be out all day. But from what I have smelled, this is a beast mode fragrance. You will smell it from a mile away. And if you overspray this, you're going to choke people out, y'all. You're gonna choke people out. I know it. I just know it. But this is so strong. And I love that because I feel like you get such a good value for your money. This smells like a niche fragrance. This smells expensive. It smells opulent. It smells refined. And I picked mine up off of Amazon for around $40. You can't beat that. Not even with a stick. Okay? This is so good, y'all. So as this is drying down, it starts to reveal a beautiful vanilla. It's a gorgeous, creamy vanilla, and I start to pick up on that very, very light coffee. Not only has this fragrance made me curious about Lattafa, the brand, but it's also made me curious about Arabic coffee. I am a coffee lover. We have coffee in my household daily, and so this piqued my interest and made me want to try Arabic coffee. So I went ahead and I purchased, I think it's Turkish coffee from Amazon, and I cannot wait to get it. I've heard it referred to as mud, and I'm not exactly sure why. So if you are watching this video and you are familiar with why the Turkish coffee is called mud, then let me know. I think it has something to do with how fine the coffee beans are ground. I'm not sure, so let me know. But I'm really excited to try the coffee because I've heard that this style of coffee is roasted and ground with cardamom, and it's very aromatic, and I'm so curious to taste it because this fragrance is gorgeous. And also I just wanted to gain a deeper appreciation for this scent because this is a beautiful scent, y'all. So I'll be back to update you all on the coffee when I get it. I am a coffee addict and I'm excited. I'm so excited to get it. But y'all, this fragrance is everything. This is absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. I picked up Kahwa instead of the original because of the coffee note. Another gorgeous YouTuber, her channel name is My Fragrance Trail. She has a short that I watched on the original KHAMRAH versus KHAMRAH QAHWA, and she did such a beautiful job explaining it, so I will link her video down below. And then I watched another video where the reviewer also mentioned that this was very similar on the dry down to the original, and they shared a lot of similarities. I will link down a couple of the reviews that I watched where the reviewer referred to this as being very similar on the dry down to KHAMRAH, the original. So I said, you know what, I'll just go for the flanker. When they have a flanker, if it's updated, new, and improved, I usually tend to go for the flanker. So yes, y'all, look at this bottle. Can we have a moment? Wow, this is so beautiful. I've held Angel Share in my hands and it did not feel as luxe and luxurious as this bottle. This is so gorgeous. Thank you so much for watching the video. I'm so grateful that you are still here, and if you are still here, go ahead and leave me an emoji in the comments. Let me know if you plan on picking one of these fragrances up, which one do you plan on picking up, and if you have both of them, which one do you prefer? If you don't have anything to say, just leave me an emoji so that I know you're here. As we are in the beginning of 2024, we have to be very intentional about our environment. So what we're watching, what we're listening to, the people we're hanging around, the situations we find ourselves in. If you want better in 2024, if you want to achieve more this year, you're going to have to be intentional about those types of things. If there are things that you are consuming, so content or shows or music that are not helping you advance, that are really putting you in a state of mind that is counterproductive, you have to be willing to filter those things out and just let them go. Same for situations you may find yourself in or people you may find yourself hanging around. Have you ever been in certain situations or been around people that after you've left their presence, you feel more discouraged? That is your sign that you need to limit interactions with those types of people and avoid those types of situations. So it may mean that you're avoiding a situation for a season, or that you're limiting the type of communication you have with certain people in your life for a season. It doesn't have to be forever. But if you want to achieve more than you've ever achieved, if you want something different this year, you're going to have to be radical in the way that you do things. Chains are broken and cycles are broken when we are unafraid to be set apart and to do things differently, to do things in a way that they've never been done before, in our family, in our friend groups, in our circles, period. One of the richest kings in human history is also referenced in the Bible, King Solomon. King Solomon, in all of his riches and wealth, prayed to God for wisdom. And it made me think and realize that wisdom doesn't just come as we age. So just because you grow older doesn't mean you grow wiser. You have to constantly be seeking wisdom, seeking it out and looking for it in order to obtain it. And in his case, he prayed for it and he sought it out through prayer at the feet of God. And so you gain wisdom as you seek it, as you begin to be intentional, as you filter things out that no longer serve where you want to go, and you put in what's going to serve your journey and where you want to get to ultimately. So that is the journey that I'm on. That's the message that's been communicated to me, that 2024 is a year that has possibilities for reaching greater heights, but we have to be willing to filter out what no longer serves us and limit these situations that are not serving us as well. So I hope that encourages you. Thank you so much for watching this video. I will see you in the next one very soon. Bye.